Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I'll continue the talk on animal totems. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. There are many ways that spirit animals can be helpful in your life, from finding your animal totems and developing your relationships with them to various spirit animals coming to you in your dreams and in your waking life. In your waking life, spirit animals can make their presence known to you in the form of you actually seeing a living representation of the animal, such as seeing an eagle soaring in the sky above your head, to seeing images of the spirit animals in books and magazines and on the internet, to finding them represented in figurines in a store window or on a person's desk. In many ways, spirit animals come to us to deliver timely messages. It is when these images seem to pop out at us with special importance that you know that there is an important message that they're trying to deliver to you. So let's continue this spirit animal journey by exploring animal totems beginning with the letter B. Today we will discuss the attributes of black widow spider and bluebird. The symbolism associated with the black widow spider is twisted love relationships, independence, creativity, cunning, entrapment, attack, vengeance, danger, and isolation. If black widow spider shows up, it means that you are suffering from a strained relationship with someone in real life and you're uncertain about its future. It may also mean that you want to end the relationship and get on with your life. It can also mean that you're resenting the domination of another person of the same sex and want to overcome the influence the person has on you by some act where your intentions of removing the domination are very hostile. On the other hand, the symbolism can mean that you're feeling yourself entrapped by the power exerted over you by another person, and you are desperately trying to find a way out of the situation. The symbolism can also mean that you're feeling vulnerable because of some unresolved problems in your real life and want to solve them at the earliest possible time. When black widow spider shows up in your life, it is time for a fresh perspective on what you're doing. Perhaps even a perspective that's contrary to your usual way of thinking and of seeing things. It indicates that your intuitive powers are very strong now, so pay closer attention to the subtle sensations in your body, rather than relying solely on what meets the eye. You have done the hard work. Now be patient and wait expectantly for the rewards that will come. There is soon to be a substantial shift in the direction of your life, with a beneficial and renewed sense of purpose. Be direct and straightforward in all of your dealings, rather than dancing around the issues. What you once thought of as threatening is really quite harmless, so there's no need to fear. There's a situation you are involved in where it will work better for you to remain in the background. Call on the black widow spider when you are uncertain about some relationship in real life and want to end it, or you are having a conflict of emotions with another person and you want to prove your dominance over them. Call on black widow spider when you're feeling vulnerable and you want to remove the threat, or you're feeling suffocated by the presence of another person and the willpower the person is exerting over you. Black widow spider is also beneficial when you're unhappy with your mate in real life due to some occurrence and you're feeling hostile towards that person. Call on Black Widow Spider when you're impatient and anxious to see the returns that should have resulted from your efforts, or when you're feeling immobilized and stuck with a creative project that up until now has been moving along quite nicely. Black Widow Spider is also beneficial when what you see and what you feel are far apart, and you're not sure which to trust. Black Widow Spider is also good when you feel very much out of balance physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, and want to bring everything back to equilibrium. Or if there is some confusion and lack of clarity in an important relationship that has you on edge. Black Widow Spider animal totem people are very good at looking at situations from various perspectives, rather than being stuck in one way of seeing things. These people are a very engaging and expressive storyteller who can spin a tale with the best of them. Generally, they are easy to get along with until and unless someone agitates them. Then they can be rather biting and harsh. Black Widow Spider people are intrigued by and continually seek balance between the various polarities all of us commonly face in life, such as death, rebirth, past, future, and masculine, feminine. Although Black Widow Spider people can get along with most, in actual fact, they prefer solitude. When Black Widow Spider shows up in your dreams, it means that it's time for a fresh perspective on what you're doing, perhaps even a perspective that's contrary to your usual way of thinking and of seeing things. It indicates that your intuitive powers are very strong now. Black Widow Spider in your dreams is telling you to be direct and straightforward in all of your dealings, rather than dancing around the issues. What you once thought of as threatening is really quite harmless, so there's no need to fear. It can also mean that there is a situation you are involved in where it will work better for you to remain in the background. Bluebird symbolizes transformations and the passage into happiness and fertility. If Bluebird shows up in your life, this is a very precious moment. So open up all of your senses and simply enjoy this time. If you have been so involved and bogged down with everyday events that you need to relax and lighten up, then Bluebird showing up will mark the time when you move away from and into a time of greater happiness. This is a time to take a risk and speak your truth to that special someone rather than holding back, whether expressing positive or negative feelings. Call on Bluebird when the circumstances of your life feel overwhelming and you need some cheering up. Bluebird is also very beneficial if you have taken on a great deal of responsibility lately and need some support for handling it, or if you are involved with facilitating a rite of passage ceremony for girls emerging into young womanhood. Bluebird is wonderful to call on when you're out of balance because you've been working too much and you need to have more fun and lightheartedness in your life. If Bluebird is your animal totem, then you are a modest and unassuming person that is liked by nearly everyone you meet. Bluebird people work hard and play hard, and they have the knack for speaking up at the right moment and saying the right thing. Bluebird people are sweet and gentle people that would never think of pushing or intimidating others, and yet they're willing to stand up for themselves if threatened. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.